Don't I look amazing like this, looking down at you? Way up here, high on my platform, my pedestal of YouTube. Yeah, right. Anyway, you guys, hey, what's up? It's Dustin, and today it's Tuesday, and it's hot as hell here in North Carolina. I wanted to come on here and talk to you about Channon Rose. Now, if you don't know who Channon Rose is, you can do a quick Google search, and you can find her YouTube channel, or if you look up her other name, you can find her Pornhub channel. Either way, that's irrelevant to the topic. I just wanted to tell you who Channon Rose was. But last night on Twitter, my friend Deep Thoughts for YouTube, you should go check out her channel. She hasn't posted videos in a while, but she does post videos that actually do engage thinking and things like that. She tweeted Channon Rose's tweet. I'll talk about that in a second. Now, I want to tell you, I do follow Channon Rose, and I kind of like her, but she kind of lost me when she posted this stupid ass "my house is haunted" type video, or story time "my house is haunted," and she said that her house was haunted because there was knocking or whatever going on. I'm like, no, boo, you got a rat in your wall. Anyway, Deep tweeted this tweet that Channon Rose said. Now I can't tell you what it is. I can't read it verbatim because I'm using my phone, because my camera was getting on my nerves. But Channon Rose pretty much says, "Listen up, peasants," or "Listen up, peasant." And she was trying to correct somebody. Now, let me tell you a little something about a peasant, Channon. Let me tell you a little something. That, to me, sounds like you have placed yourself way high up here, and you need to bring yourself way down here a couple notches. I mean, no boo. Okay. I am so sick of these YouTubers that won eBay. Patreon. Who are you to call somebody a peasant when you are sitting out here on social media practically e-bagging for money and people's support? Clickbaiting a video saying you may quit YouTube if you can't be supported. What is this, Kendall Ray 2.0? Like, I am sick and tired of these. You guys can call my content mediocre, because it is. I don't have 1 million subscribers, and I probably never will, but that's perfectly fine. But Channon Rose is sitting here calling people peasants because they disagree with her getting a Patreon. Now, let me tell you something, Channon. When you call somebody a peasant, that means that you think that you're better than them, or you think that you're above them, or you think that you're in a class higher than them, bitch. Let me tell you something. I come from a town in North Carolina that used to be the textile capital of the world. Not the country, the world. And there are people here that have way more money than you will ever dream of, because back in the day, their families made money. We have a family here that owns like basically everything in the town that I live in because they owned a mill. And these people are so humble. They would never ever call somebody a peasant. That is remedial words for somebody to use. And for you to sit up on your Twitter and talk down to people that probably supported you, that makes me sick. If I had a platform the way you did, I would be gracious, I would be humble, and I would be thanking all the people that subscribe to me. The fact that you can't set out, like, the fact that you want to sit here and you want to like try to trick people in to subscribing to your Patreon, or saying that you're going to quit YouTube. If you've become accustomed to a lifestyle that you can no longer afford, one of two things need to happen. You either need to find some kind of other income, some kind of supplemental income to support the way that you live, or you need to go get a job, a 9-to-5. Now, we know what your 9-to-5 would be, given your past, and I ain't knocking you for that, but it is what it is. You sound so shallow when you come up on social media. Anybody, it don't matter if they had 1 follower on Twitter, but if you're gonna call somebody a peasant, that really speaks to your character. And if you're gonna call somebody a peasant, I want to know what you're calling people behind closed doors, because that is talk. That is such pretentious talk. You must think so highly of yourself for you to sit on social media and call people peasants. I can't. And then the other thing was, she was talking about using, what is that, sea foam or something to stop her period. before she would record her video. Like, girl, your fan base is like 14 and 15 year olds. Where in the blue hell do you think that that's okay and acceptable? And if you're talking about stuff like that in a YouTube video, no wonder it can't be monetized. There was something that she did the other day that I seen, and I was like, what? Somebody tweeted at her and said, Shannon, I can't afford to do your Patreon. Are you still going to post your videos so I can watch them? Because this is a fan of Shannon, right? She says, yeah, I can't. I have the tweet somewhere in my phone, but obviously since I'm using it, I can't tell you verbatim. But Shannon said, yes, the videos that are monetized or whatever that YouTube doesn't flag will still be on my channel. Now, that leaves me to question, so if any video that she posts that can't be monetized, is she going to leave it up, or is she just going to move it directly to Patreon? Is she only going to do it for money? Is she only going to do things for her channel that's going to generate money? Because everything that you do on social media is not going to make you money. Sometimes you have to do things that don't make you money. It should not be all about money, because, honey, the money ain't what got you there. People liking you for who you are and you being yourself is what got you to where you're at. And you calling people peasants and you talking down to people is not a good look. It's not. You need to show a little bit of humility. Humility goes a long way, because people relate to people that like, listen, if I have a stronger connection with people that I can relate to, that seem like down to earth. Like, I'm a working class person. I do not have $1 million in my bank account, and I probably, well, I might one day. That's a story time. But nobody wants to be friends with somebody that's so pretentious and thinks that they're better than someone. It's sick, it's gross, and your attitude towards other people fucking sucks. And if this is how you're going to treat people, and you want to get on Patreon and make your little cash or whatever, do it. But keep your fucking mouth shut when you do it. You don't have to talk down to people. And especially people that probably once supported you. I will never ever forget, was it around like December, she was wanting to hit like 1 million subscribers before her birthday or whatever, and it didn't happen. She was so salty, you guys. But this is why. This is why. People like this, in my opinion, do not deserve the platform that they've been given. It's not fair for other content creators out here that work their asses off and that are humble and that reply to all the comments that they get, and they reply to the Snapchats and they reply to the emails and the direct messages on Twitter. But you're on here on Patreon wanting somebody to donate $500 a month to you. You guys, if I ever, by some chance, ever acted like that, and it will never happen, let's just be honest, please give me a swift kick in my ass. Please bring me back down a couple notches to where I need to be at, because I would never ever in my life want to be that type of person to try to talk down to somebody and make them feel less than a human. Because at the end of the day, we all bleed red and we all put our clothes on the same way, and we all came from the same place, a vagina. But you guys, this flew all over me. I want to know what you guys think, because at the end of the day, I think Channon Rose is pretentious. I will be unsubscribing from her channel and unfollowing her on Twitter. She did block my friend Peter Mon, which he is not bothered, and he will probably end up making another video about it, because, listen, like, we're not standing for this shit. These YouTubers that want to sit up and act like they're somebody that they're not, or they want to act like they're better than somebody, they're not. If you see them, point them out. If you see them, point them out. I was listening to Bodak Gallo on my way to bring Eric to the dentist. He was jamming to it in the shower and woke me up to it. So I woke up in a mood. And I know I am out of breath this time. God. But you guys, let me know what you think below. Is Channon over the line? Did she cross the line calling somebody a peasant? Did she come across as a pretentious bitch? Because I honestly think she did. This is the first and the last video that I will be making about Channon Rose, because, baby, you're just not that important. But you did piss me off. You guys have a great day, and I will see you on my next video.